Morning, Rianne. Right, Friday, guys. Day 5. Let's just start with throwing this ball back and forth, and let's just plant ourselves. Oh, hi, Shuggy. You joining in this morning? Let's plant ourselves in.
Daisy as well.
Huh?
And Daisy
we
as
got
well.
I didn't even see Daisy. Hi, Daisy. You joining in with us?
Hi. He met me when he was very tiny. Very tiny.
Okie doke. Right. Let's plant our feet into the ground. And let's just take a couple of breaths for our Friday. So let's breathe in for 5 seconds, first of all. Just connect ourselves to our breath, our space, and this ball that we're throwing back and forth. So big breath in, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And as we breathe out, just gently just widen those arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do the same thing again. This time, what I want you to do is I want you to breathe in some courage for your day. And we're going to breathe out any self-doubt that we've got. So same thing. Let's bring them hands really close together. Let's push it to 7 seconds this time. Okay, breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as we widen the arms, let's just breathe out for 7 and just breathe out any self-doubt that you might be carrying with you today, this week. 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just look at that ball. Let's keep breathing. Maybe throw a 3 and a 1, a 3 and a 1, both ways. And let's just recognize that ball as our gratitude this morning. We're not going to catch any thoughts just yet, but we're going to come back to that. What we're going to do first of all is we're just going to have a moment of reflection for our Friday. So day 5, we're going to walk through our week. We're just going to remember something that happened each day as we walk through our site swap. So this, again, is number 1, our first day of the week, which was Monday. So cast your mind back. Think about Monday. Think about something that you did on Monday. Something that made you smile. Silent ball in silent hand, site swap to Tuesday. Let's think back to what happened on Tuesday. Find that something that made you happy, that's something that was positive, and just bring a smile to your face, bring a smile to your tummy. Day 3, let's do the same thing for Wednesday. So throwing that ball back and forth, site swap 3, midweek. Something that happened on Wednesday. Site swap 4, same thing. What happened yesterday? Just become aware of that. The sound of that ball hitting your hand, being released from your hand. And today, Friday, so that ball, site swap 5. And today we are going to recognize some gratitude, something that we're grateful for right now, something that happened this week, someone, something. Think of that thing, maybe dig in a little bit. See if you can find 3 things within that. 1 thing that you're grateful for. And just be aware of the space you're in. Maybe as you throw this site swap 5, just look around the space, notice something that you've not looked at in a while. Just acknowledge it, acknowledge it's there. Maybe think about where it came from. And let's just take those site swap back to Monday. So today, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Let's just bring some movement to our body now. So wrists, elbows, arms, neck, hips, even a bit of a twist. And make your way to grab yourself a second ball. And we're going to jump back to what I was speaking about on Monday. Okay, so we're going to just do a 4-4 for now. Let's do a 4 on its own with one hand. Okay, this is our present ball, being present. The second ball, look at that ball. It's about being mindful. And I just want to dig into the definitions of both of them just so we can set really this first week in stone. So being present, actively engaged in what's going on right now. Take a moment to just think about what that means for you right now. Let's switch to that second ball, being mindful. A state of focused awareness of now, acknowledging the thoughts, the feelings, the sensations without judgment. Maybe just take a moment to just think about the difference of those two things. And let's just mix them up. Let's run to a 3-3. 3-3. So I'm going to start off with the quote that I used earlier in the week before we dig into the meat, really, of what we were aiming for this week. That quote read, "Goals may give us focus, but dreams give us power." Goals may give us focus, but dreams give us power. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dig into the 3 things that we've been exploring this week: dreams, goals, and habits. Okay, so for a second, as we do our 3-3, try and get as fast as you can with it and think about a dream. Think about what that word means for you. It's a word that gives you permission to set something with feeling, I guess. And let's come to a 5 and a 3. So it's like 3-3, but just 5 and a 3. So one ball's a little bit higher than the lower one. Okay, so we dug into this yesterday, goals. Okay, so the aim of this week is really for us to set a goal for ourselves. Could be anything to do with work, personal, anything. And the date in which we're going to recognize the achievement of that goal is Friday, the 4th of June, 66 days from where we first started, 61 days from today. Okay, and that 5 in this pattern of 5-3 is our goal. And on Monday or Tuesday, I asked you 2 questions about that goal, which I'm going to ask you again and I want you to reflect on. If you've not quite got that goal in your head, that's absolutely fine. Take these questions away and think about it. On Monday, we're going to use what we've done this week, and we're going to, well, you'll see what we do on Monday with it. So those 2 questions. Question 1, how will the goal change you? We're not thinking about the goal itself, but we're thinking, by achieving that goal, how's that going to change you? What's that going to make you feel? Let's just take a moment there as we recognize that 5 ball with that 3 and just catch those thoughts. Just be aware of that rhythm as well. Is that 5-3 consistent? And then the second question is how and why is that important? So you answered how the goal changes you. And my second question to reflect on or think about is how and why is that important? Maybe that's something to think about today to take into your weekend. Again, we're looking for a goal. And in your own time, let's go and find a third ball. But that third ball is just going to become our feeling ball. Okay, so let's carry on with that 5 and the 3. And we've got a third ball in our hand, which is us right now, standing here in this space, in your space. So let's recognize those goals thrown up. In a minute, we're going to look at the habits, the 3 in this pattern. But before we do that, we're just going to squeeze that other ball, that us ball, that silent number 2 in our hand. So now let's take the 2 balls in our hand, the 5 and the 3 that was, and we're going to throw this other ball, this us ball, as a 1 across. And what we want to find, and what we want to try and bring into our life over the next 66 days is a habit that aligns to that goal. So what's a habit? It's a collection of things that we do that make us us. And from the research that was done, that was published in the it was the Journal of Social Psychology, 66 days to grab an auto behavior, to make whatever we do an auto behavior on average. So let's think about that habit that we want to bring into our life. Maybe let's turn that habit into a 3, let's turn it into a 4, let's turn it into a 5. But whatever we're doing, let's think about what that is and how that will help us achieve that goal. And if it's not quite there yet, take a moment to think about what that might be. If you've got it, turn it into a feeling, turn it into a smile, turn it into something that over the hill feeling, you know, when you go over and it just rushes into you. Turn it into that. And know that by the 4th of June, it will be part of your life, and be excited about that. Okay, so let's just take a moment to just throw all those 3 things together. So let's just work on that cascade. So if you're just working with 2 balls, you can just go to that 3-3, that throw, catch. Okay, if you're working with 3, just take a moment to relax into that cascade. Look past it. Feel the sensations in your hand. Change the height of the balls. Maybe look at one ball, follow it as it goes around. Identify it as your dream ball. Identify another one as your goal ball. Identify another one as your habit ball. And notice that all of these thoughts, all of these things that are thrown around our head every day, there is a structure we can make of it. I think one of the weeks, we're going to just jump back into that structure and rhythm routine. But we'll get to that. And then just slowly bring them to a standstill and just squash all those balls on your heart. And then just take a look around your space. I want you to look at the door or your entrance in. I want you to look at the window. I want you to look at the roof. I want you to look at the walls. I want you to look at yourself. And we're going to go back to 2 balls, but we're going to keep that third ball in our hand. That third ball is going to be, it's going to go back to a gratitude ball. So we're going to try and catch some, as we speak, just try and catch some thoughts of gratitude within this as we go. 3-1 is our roof. The container. 4-4 are our walls. 3-3 is us right now in this space. Next week we're gonna exit out of that door. 1-1 is that door, that portal, that entrance in, that exit out. 3-4. 3-4 is those walls and our energy. For as long as we've been in that space, those walls have been there. Four one, and let's do a few different things here. We can do 4-1 or we can do a 4-4-1. Not done that in a while, but I'm getting better. Is our window, is our box, is our view out into the world, well, not just the world, wherever we want, our dream, right? Okay, so take just 30 seconds there to just let that wash over you, to juggle in whatever way you want to juggle, to throw all of those things, mix all of those thoughts in your head, but just recognize some gratitude within it all. So whatever you've thought about, whatever thoughts have come to your mind, find some gratitude that comes from that. Just making sure that we stay connected to the breath, the sensations. And to finish off today, we're going to do a little rampage of appreciation. So you can do this with one ball, or you can do it with two balls, or you can do it with three balls. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shout out a series of numbers, and you're just going to make sense of those numbers via juggling. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Completely up to you. You can do this with as many balls as you want. I don't know how it will go, but just see what happens. 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 4, 5, 1, 3. So I'm going to ask you to continue listening, but also grab some thoughts of gratitude as well and juggle the balls. I don't know how possible this is, but go with wherever your brain goes. 4, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4. And however many balls you've got in your hands, what I want you to do is I want you to turn one hand over and I want you to try and balance in whatever way you can all of the balls, or one, or however many you want, onto the back of your hands like that. And what's going to happen, you're going to turn this hand, this is your catching hand. We're going to throw them up as high as you can. And we're going to see how many we can catch in these hands. Any ball that drops on the floor, just recognize it as a negative bit of something, a bit of self-doubt, just dropping away. Okay, after 3, 3, 2, 1. 1 for me this morning. Nice peak. 2, 2, 1. Declare. Oh, we all got something. Brilliant. Well done. Nice job, guys. Have a beautiful weekend. Think about those things. We're going to jump into it next week on Monday, and we're going to kind of move forward with it. But I hope you had a good one, and have a lovely rest of your Good Friday and Easter weekend. Woo!
Thank you. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Cheers, Joe.
Cheers, guys.
Easter.
See you later. Bye. Cheers for joining in live, guys. We're off for the weekend. Have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you on Monday at 9 o'clock.